I DJ'd Courtyard's 11th birthday, or I like actually put it all together, all the DJs.
Wow.
And I'd gone out the night before and was incredibly hungover. And literally it was one of the worst / best nights of my life, because it was like 8 hours from 7 till 2 o'clock in the morning where I was hungover and exhausted. And everyone's drinking around me, so the air is just full of alcohol, like the smell. And I'm literally just like going, just like just trying to get through it. But that was
cool.
That was so much fun. Did you go to Courtyard's 11th? I mean, it's a big event. I
didn't.
Oh, you should have done. You're missing out things, man.
It probably was on a football night, just saying.
I mean, this segues me in nicely to talk about Derwent now. And like, you know, those parts. So Derwent has sort of like 2 main bars, doesn't it? It's got D Bar, and then it's got Courtyard.
Yeah.
Courtyard's the bigger one, and probably arguably the nicer one.
I love Courtyard.
Yeah, Courtyard's great. It's got so many good drinks deals, and like, you know, the food's really good, even though it's going through like Courtyard Gate, if you get what I mean. Every time they change the menu, it's like, oh my god, there's going to be a strike. It's like they've changed the chips, lynched them all. So, I mean, D Bar has a lot going for it because it's got 2 bars. In the other bar, D Bar, they do darts night. Have you ever tried throwing a few darts?
No, can't say I have.
It's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. You'll build a lot of muscle in your forearm. It's great.
Right, just one side.
Just one side. Yeah, will be really like heavily forearm. I mean, I literally did. I think I played darts for about 4 hours in one stint and nearly pulled a muscle in my forearm.
Oh god,
you just start.
Dangerous.
You just start and you just can't stop because it's just like so relaxing.
I used to play like with my granddad's shed, so you know. I'm maybe a bit of a pro. I need to try it out.
You sound like a pro. I mean, I did it very much late into my darts career. Not that I have any career. And it was a lot of fun. But yeah, the fatigue is real. So you know, don't go too hard.
Okay.
But like, I feel like every uni has a quiz as well. So Derwent has tons of quiz nights. I did one once, and it was like. It was all right. It was after a URY meeting, and we just randomly ended up in D Bar doing a quiz there. So that was like random. Like, why are we here? But yeah, Derwent is also a massive college. Like in general, like it matches Vanbrugh in its size. It's huge. But you mentioned like earlier, like it does look a bit like run down and unlikable as a place that you might want to live.
Yeah, the rumour of asbestos is a bit of a off-put. Yeah.
It can definitely be. But I think the offset for that is the fact that Derwent is like right next to Heslington Hall, and like Heslington Hall is like some of the nicest walks around there. Like it's like all.
It's like your view from your room would be the prettiest sight you could have at the uni. But then you walking into your room, it's just the worst. It's like
Carl Pilkington. Carl Pilkington said this great quote when he said, "I'd rather live in the hole than the palace," because then when he lives in the hole, he gets to look at the palace.
View the palace. Actually, that is a really good point. Yeah.
Do you think that's Derwent's like motto? That we live in the hole so we can look at the palace.
Yeah, they should use that more. I like that.
Oh dear. I mean. Yeah, like Heslington Hall's a great little like spot to walk around, and I see people having picnics around there all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like obviously the geese are pretty intense around Heslington Hall area. I mean, they're pretty intense around everywhere, but Heslington Hall is like quite a spot for them. But yeah, it does look like a bit of a disused like primary school or something, or like a high school with all this like, you know, like varnished panels and like.
Yeah, it's just the grey. I just don't like the grey.
Yeah.
It's just boring.
It is a bit boring. And it is probably one of the most stereotyped colleges on campus.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Actually, I don't know. I think it's in competition with Constantine. I think there's too many Constantine. If I say to someone I'm from Constantine, they're like, oh.
They physically real.
Yeah.
I'm wondering who you've met who's physically reeled when you've said, I'm from Constantine.
It's just like, oh, so you're rich then? I'm like, nope.
It's like, don't judge me. You don't know me.
Yeah. Derwent's like, I don't know, it's just a bit... Wait, it's Stereotype is like, it's a massive party college.
Yeah, it's like the rugby lads, like...
Yeah.
There's the party college, it's the asbestos, But, I mean, from my opinion, like, Derwent is probably got some of the nicest people who go there. I'm not going to lie. Like, I've met a lot of really lovely people from Derwent, and they're just, like, generally really energetic and buzzy and, you know, have a good time and know how to have a good time. So I don't knock it, to be honest. I think it's good to have a bit of a laugh and, you know, play up to that stereotype a little bit. But, like, a lot of the people there, it's a great college.